Overtime!
Hey guys, Charlie here. As you know, lately I've been collecting lots of arcade game PCBs, and in this episode we're going to test 3 more of them. And if you want to know what they are, if you want to know what the identities of these 3 game PCBs are, well, you're going to have to watch the entire episode. What I will say is, one of them is from Sega, one of them is from Data East, and one of them is from Irem. The Data East one is a JAMA PCB. The other 2 require JAMA adapters that I got from PCBjunkie.net. 2 of them are horizontal, 1 of them is vertical, 2 are completely untested. 1 I know at least is partially working, or at least I've been led to believe is partially working, and I'm really excited to get into these and see what's going on. So without further ado, why don't we get set up on the tripod, and we'll start plugging these PCBs into my JAMA cabinets. So if you remember from JAMA January, I set up these 2 cabinets as my JAMA test rigs. On the left, I have a East Coast Designs UV19 set up currently as a horizontal JAMA setup. And on the right, I have a Dynamo HS5 vertical 25-inch JAMA cabinet. So yeah, why don't we get going here? So this first one, like I said, it's a Sega PCB. I'm not going to tell you what it is. From a distance, I mean, you can see right here, it's a little bit dirty and dusty. You can see the Sega sticker right there, and there's some Sega stuff on some of these ICs and whatever. And it does say what game it is right here, but it's so faded, I'm sure that's not going to show up on camera. Let me try to get this thing in here, see if there's a place where the harness will actually reach and line up. Maybe right here. So I actually got this a while back as part of a mini warehouse raid, not actually one that I televised. It was sort of an impromptu thing. I was going there with the intention of picking up a spare Sanyo EZ20 monitor for my Nintendo games. I ended up leaving with 2 complete EZ20s and a necked EZ20 that I'll just use as a spare chassis and whatever. And this PCB, completely untested. And it's dusty. For all these, I didn't do anything to them. I pressed down on all the socketed chips and I cleaned the edge connector. But other than that, these are completely untouched, and we're testing them together, not live. I mean, I'm recording this live, but for the first time. So we're plugged in. We're ready to go with our first one, a Sega PCB. So keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully this thing doesn't catch on fire, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. We have life. We have an LED lit on the board. No magic smoke or anything like that. Let's see if we get any kind of image up here on the screen. We have an IC check. Looks like some colors might be off. Is that a test running, or is that a test failure? Okay, what does it say? What does it say? Bad IC. Oh no! Bad IC 0039. I'm not sure what that means. I think you can see that, right? It says bad IC 0039. So something's running on this board. Some logic is running on this board, but it's failing a test. We turn the lights back on. Bad IC 0039. Let me take a second here. I'm going to look this up real quick in the manual and see if that tells me anything. All right, well, I checked it out, and IC39 is right over here. It's a DIP24 chip, and it's actually an MB8128-10. That's an SRAM chip, a static RAM chip. And I don't have any of those, but fortunately, it does look like there's old stock of them out on eBay or whatnot. So a little bit disappointing. We're 0 for 1 with our first shot, and yeah, that's too bad. Let's go ahead and unplug this. All right, and we'll throw this back over on the table. And actually, I will go ahead and show you what this was. Sadly, what game this was. Maybe it'll show up if the lighting hits it right. Can you kind of faintly see that? That says Choplifter. So this is a Sega System 8 game. You know, obviously, if you've never heard of Choplifter, it's a helicopter rescue game. You fly a helicopter, shooting bad guys and rescuing hostages, sort of a side-scrolling left to right thing. And an interesting thing about Choplifter, you might not know this, Choplifter was originally released on personal computers and then was ported to the arcade. So a little bit unusual, a little bit different than normal. It's much more common for games to be released, you know, in the arcades and then later ported to other platforms like PCs and you know, consoles and that sort of thing, but not so in this case. All right, the next game we have today, this is one that I know is at least partially working, and I got this from a fellow KLOV user who goes by the name of Craig Olaf. So Craig, thank you very much. This again is a Data East PCB. It is a 2-board stack. It is JAMA compatible, and I'll try to work it in here and get all these wires out of the way and get this lined up, and we'll see what we can do here. Okay, and I probably will have to screw this down if it works, assuming that it works. And are we lined up with the camera? Yep, and I'll need to plug this cabinet in, the dynamo cabinet. Are you having fun? Is this enjoyable? We got to get something working, right? Something's got to work. All right, we are plugged in, and we are turning on in 3, 2, 1. We got the fan going with a big honking, like ATX or whatever style power supply. We got all kinds of stuff going on the screen. Look at that. All right. We are working. And as you can see, or you might have seen for a second, it's supposed to look like that? I think so. This is Data East Last Mission. So let me actually try to start a game. It says coin up. Let me reach through here, move some stuff out of the way, and see if we can coin up. All right, we've got some credits, and we'll start a game. I don't hear anything though. And that's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about. Ooh, I hear something. So I'm adjusting the volume pot, and I can hear some static on the screen, or on the speakers. We're moving. Oh, this is like Bosconian, isn't it? But no sound whatsoever. No sound. I don't know if this has to be the amp chip, right? This has to be the sound amp on the heatsink, and I can't read what's on it. Let's do this though. Let me, I'll maybe adjust the monitor a little bit, sort of move the horizontal centering, and we will, I'll screw in the PCB, and then we'll set this up and we'll play a little bit of Data East Last Mission. But hey, we've got the 0.5 for 2 so far. At least we've got a game working. Call it 0.75. The game is working. We got graphics, we got a picture, we got controls, but no sound. So, all right, let me set up for a little bit of Last Mission gameplay. Okay, Last Mission by Data East. I have done absolutely no research into this. So we're going to kind of figure it out together just by looking at it. It kind of reminds me of like Bosconian, or what was there were some levels of like, I don't know, Thunder Force 2 that were like this, you know, top down, sort of go in 8 directions sort of thing. But yeah, Bosconian, kind of getting the Bosconian vibe from this. And I really want to thank again Craig Olaf, KLOV user Craig Olaf, who just donated this to the channel. I guess, you know, he was trying to sell this and it wasn't selling. I don't know if people were just intimidated by the fact that the sound wasn't working. But yeah, Craig, awesome guy. Thank you so much. And let's try to coin this up. We'll put a couple credits on. All right. And yeah, no sound. That might have been why, you know, it didn't sell. But hopefully we'll be able to get this working. Again, I'm going to assume I can fix it just by replacing that, you know, amp. So here we go. You are an outcast. Restore your honor. Invade the hostile forces who torment your people. Your quest for honor is your last mission. All right. Ready, player one. Okay, let's see. I've only got 2 buttons, so hopefully that's enough. That's shooting. Ooh, that blows up everything on the screen, all right? So that's my sort of bomb, and it doesn't have auto fire. So we'll just have to shoot everything. And I don't know, like, what's the purpose? So that's H. Okay, that's doing something. That was cool. I like this. I'm guessing that's a temporary power-up. Otherwise, that would be a little bit OP, as the kids say, or overpowered. All right, yep, I went away. I like that. Okay. Yeah, you know, I'm sorry. Me talking is probably a lot less interesting than the music. Oh, and I guess there is in the bottom right-hand corner, there's some kind of map, and maybe that tells me how many bad guys there are in each sector. Am I trying to kill these bases? When I don't have any bombs. I just tried the secondary weapon button, and nothing doing. Avoiding the bullets. Here we go. Just blew something up. I think that's N for nuke, maybe? Unlike Bosconian, it doesn't let you shoot from behind. Okay, I think I cleared something out. I got another N. Maybe that's my bombs. I think there's another base over here. We're kind of figuring it out. We're figuring it out. Yeah, the controls are pretty slick. All right, that was something. That's another N. Maybe I can try using the nukes. Yeah, that got them all. All right. That's some other kind of power up. Okay. Oh no, I got hit. That's one of my lives. Okay, let's see. Still in stage 1. Oh, do I have to do it all over again? Oh man. I gotta take out all these bases again. That is, I feel like I was close to clearing a level. Was I close to clearing stage? What's K? What's the K power up? Okay, ooh, look at that. It's like a spread shot. There's the base right there. Okay, and there's more over here. We're getting low. Why did everything clear out? Oh! Ooh, that's, this is a boss, isn't it? All right, my secondary weapon didn't work. I don't know if this guy can't shoot at me, though. Ooh, he got me. I should have seen that coming. I think I must have another life, right? All right, so I don't understand how you trigger the boss, though. Okay. All right, I think that's my nuke. Nope. I don't know what N does. Oh, I'm firing like a bit of a spread shot. What is K? K is something. I don't know what all these. Okay, that's pretty good. There's the boss. Okay. Got a bit of slowdown here. Oof. Feel like I can attack this guy diagonally better than he can attack me. Is there a boss? Ooh, I've lost my power up now. And I don't think he can shoot diagonally. But he won't let me get him off the screen. And I can only shoot at him when I'm flying at him. Ooh, I hit him with a nuke. Ooh, I got him with another nuke. Okay, that's stage 2. This is kind of fun, actually. I'm sure it would be better with, you know, with music. Ooh, almost. You know, other than the bases seem like they're the only threat at this point. Again, I know I'm early in the game. Okay, which is a spread shot. And yeah, the colors are probably a bit funky. And down in the left-hand corner, we got a gauze issue. So sorry about that. Keep moving these monitors around in different spots in the garage. Ooh, those are kind of wild. Ooh, how did I avoid that? Ooh, ooh, how did I avoid that? H. Okay, K. We got some slowdown here. I'm avoiding enemy bullets. All right, Craig, this is a cool game. Oh, there we go. I think I got a bonus, an extra life though, so I'm okay. Down to my last life. Let's see. What's the trigger condition to get the boss to show up? I'm not entirely sure about that. But yeah, it does wrap, so I can fly off the screen and it will wrap around. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, there's more down here, I can tell. Ooh, fly through them all. Oh, okay, get that. I'm just collecting any power-up that I see. I've got one, I'm gonna call it a nuke. I don't know which power-up actually adds to my inventory with that secondary weapon. Okay. Is this, that's not the boss, is it? Oh, and I did get another bonus life, so I'm okay again. Still in stage 2. All right, this is actually kind of cool. You guys ever heard of Last Mission? I'm gonna have to get this amp fixed. Hopefully we'll bring our sound back. What is this? What in the world is this? This is the boss? This is the boss, right? This has got to be the boss. Can I fly out? I don't think I can fly out. I guess I shoot the corners, huh? What am I doing? Is that the only thing that's left I haven't destroyed? I think there's one on the top and the bottom that I haven't destroyed. I don't think I can fly out. I kind of don't know what I'm doing. I can run for it. Okay, I'm out. All right, that did work. Okay, I'm kind of moving desperately. Okay, that did something. Yeah, all right. Somehow we made it all the way to stage 3. Should probably hold on to the controls and not just let go. We are on our last life. All right, N is the nuke. Okay, I'm gonna assume N is nuke. Basically nuke everything on the screen. This level is an interesting layout. It's like every grid has a boss. I don't like these rollers. I'll just nuke them away. I wish it had auto fire. Auto fire would definitely come in handy this game. Ooh, spread shot is good. Ooh, that was a close call. What's D? Ooh, it's a shield, I'm assuming? A shield of some sort. I really wish I could shoot backwards like in Bosconian. Okay. Wow. Over 100,000 points. All right, I feel like I am coming to the end. This is getting difficult. Yes. Yep, that's it. 107,100 points. Game over, player one. Will it let me? Oh yeah, okay. C, F, G. There we go. There we go. Last mission. Not bad. Craig, my man. That was fun. That was fun. Okay, let me get this all turned off, and we'll get set up to test our third and final PCB of the day. Okay, here's our third and final PCB that we're testing today. I've actually had this one for like 2 years now, and I've been really scared to test it. If you haven't figured it out already, if you haven't guessed it by now, this is the Moon Patrol PCB, or the Moon Patrol board set. This came out of a Moon Patrol cocktail that had been left out in the elements, outdoors, uncovered, in the winter, in the rain, in the snow, freezing temperatures for months. And I think the only thing that kind of protected the game was the glass top of the cocktail. You know, some of the wood of the cabinets messed up, a lot of the metal stuff is rusted, but the monitor and, you know, a lot of the electronics on the inside don't look too bad. You know, this PCB looks pretty okay. Again, looks can be deceiving. I did disassemble it. I pushed down on all the socketed chips. I reseated all the ribbon cables. I cleaned up the edge connector. I have a PCBJunkie.net gem adapter plugged in to this Irem board. So even though, you know, Moon Patrol was released in North America by Williams, it was developed by Irem in Japan. And yeah, you know, it was a really sad story. All of the games, there was like 30 games at this this guy's backyard. I guess the owner had passed away. It was a really sad story, and all the stuff was left outdoors. Everything else was just completely unsalvageable. Really cool things like a Piranha and a Sega Megatech, they were just falling apart, crumbling. You know, you touch it and they fall apart. The monitor, I should have probably tried to save more. All I grabbed was the Moon Patrol cocktail. You know, I went back and I tried to contact the seller again later, but alas, this is the only thing that we were able to save, and it was complete. And the seller said that, you know, he does remember that his father had that game, the Moon Patrol cocktail, working, you know, not too long before he passed away. So hopefully this is good. And I've been delaying too much, so let's turn it on in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I don't know if there's any LEDs that are supposed to be lit, but let's hope that something comes up on the screen. All right, and we've got garbage. Nothing doing. There's a little bit of flickering over here, and I really don't know enough about these board sets. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. I'm just kind of tugging on the ribbon cables a little bit. Let me double check the voltage, just because I don't really trust this power supply. And I want to see what we're getting. So ground is here, and this should be 5 volts. And it's 5.6, it's a little low. That would be, I don't want to mess, I don't know what the pinout is here. Let me turn this up ever so slightly. Maybe to like, I don't know, 5.15. 5.2 is probably a little high. That's probably fine. let me reboot this. Maybe it was just a low voltage issue. Turning it off, letting it calm down for a second for dramatic effect. Make sure I'm still filming. Yes, I'm filming. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I heard a little pop on the speaker. Yeah, and we've just got garbage on the screen. The garbage, I think, is different. I don't know. Is there any... the dip switches could be messed up. I don't know if there's a test switch. Yeah, there's movement going on in here. There's some sprites. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some research, unfortunately, and see if, I don't know, maybe I'll reach out to Williams expert Brad Raydell. Does Brad work on Moon Patrol PCBs? I'm assuming he does. I don't know. Anyway, I guess, 2 PCBs not working, 1 PCB like working 3/4, last mission worked with no sound. Moon Patrol just got garbage on the screen. And Choplifter is throwing an error. And let me tell you, I'm sorry, it feels a little bit lackluster this time, guys. But, I've been working on the Amplifone monitor for the Star Wars, but didn't have enough to put an episode together. And I've actually been working trying to get my Asteroids Cabaret going again. And it wasn't a super easy, shallow fix. So that one's going to take a little bit of effort, too. But this was something that I threw together just to get an episode up, because I know I never want to miss a weekend, because I know you guys don't want to miss an episode of Overtime Arcade. And to make sure that you don't, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Click that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. You'll get notified by YouTube. Hopefully, it'll tell you every time I release an episode, typically Sunday afternoons. Sometimes it slips to Monday. Sometimes I'm late. I think I've only ever missed one weekend. But yeah, and if you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is to become an Overtime Arcade channel member. You'll get to join over 100 just really awesome, handsome, generous. These are scholarly gentlemen who love supporting their favorite arcade restoration channel on YouTube, and in exchange for a paltry $1.99 a month, which works out to only 7 cents a day. I don't know if you've done the math. I've done the math. It's less than 7 cents a day. In exchange, you get access to some awesome perks. Not only are you supporting the channel, you're getting early access to all new videos. This will probably come out Sunday morning, so maybe they'll get it 12 hours ahead of the public release. You get access to our private monthly members-only live stream, which is a lot of fun. We actually hook up the Discord voice chat to it, so it's not just me talking into the thin air. Everyone that's in the live chat, in the voice chat on Discord, they're talking into thin air too. And probably most importantly, the most valuable part of this is you get access to our private members-only Discord server. Really active, a lot of fun. It's a really positive, supportive community. Ask any one of these people right here about it, and they will tell you how awesome it is. Most of them are active on it. If you guys are on this list and you're not active on the Discord, send me a message and I will get you added to it. Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up here. Sorry, it was a little bit disappointing. I did the best I can. But anyway, as always, I've been Charlie. Thanks for watching Overtime Arcade, and we'll see you next time.
Overtime!